Disclaimer for this video. This video contains flashing lights and some weird noises.
Sources from within our government have been alerted of an entity by the name of Omi Godzilla. He has a power source of unknown origin that is capable of ending everything as we know it. If we wish to survive, they must face annihilation.
The creature who goes by Bean is seemingly taking over the multiverse by having his clones migrate to every world.
At least that is the conclusion that we came to.
But we managed to find out that this is far from the truth, as it is actually a trap.
He is not invading the worlds by force, but rather disguising his clones in their ranks. And we believe it's very likely that he's doing this to catch the craft you were just on by surprise.
Well, it is forceful to an extent, but the public is unaware of it. So you would be against hundreds of worlds with no way to defend yourself, as you would have no knowledge of what would await you.
It is the power source that your craft holds. We don't know what it is, but both Bean and us know it was able to harm what we would call extensions. An example of one would be the entity that chased you earlier.
Another example of an extension would be in this universe, which shows a clone of one of its inhabitants, Stickly the Stickman, nearly growing to multiversal levels of power at an impossible rate before being stopped immediately. A stronger extension must have used its body as a host, for reasons that we cannot tell. But that is not important.
The point is, we need to know if you have any way of getting back to your ship, so we could both warn everyone else and warn the rest of the multiverse.
Let us go, for we have precious little time.
Rattie, Omi Godzilla, we're receiving an incoming transmission. We don't know where it's from, but it might be another survivor.
How definitely do you basically expect to kind of conquer the multiverse exactly? I feel moderate amounts of rage. And rage is lukewarm and inadequate. It reminds me of my past home. Crunchy. Perhaps I should enlighten. as you seem unfamiliar with it. I stopped scrunching a long time ago, but I remember what happened very clearly. Console.
Your silverware are nugatory. Prepare to be in a state of absolute incredulity. Yes.
And that's what happened.
So now you understand what is happening.
I could increase the strength of the transmission to reach across thousands of nearby universes. It would temporarily exhaust me, but it's very possible for me to do without harm. Oh no! That larger than average cosmic tremor can only mean one thing. The merge is starting. No cosmic tremor would have the amount of power to knock out the transmission if it was anything else. The culmination of everything is upon us. We can only hope we will receive the help we need.
It has all led up to this.
Allow me to assist you.
Avocado.
Oh no, the visual are here. But what could they gain in a quarrel such as this?
Thorin, if what Lithius has uttered is truthful, then I may know what type of vegetal are seeking. Think about it, Thorin. All of the multiverse is being compressed into the same space, most likely including the dimension.
You don't think they could be after
The octahedron
octahedron
of transcendence. Godzilla. This is very important.
Bin is not our only priority now. There are objects in the multiverse called the Shamps. The most powerful of them being the octahedrons. The truly foul creatures. The vegetal have arrived here to most likely take the octahedron of transcendence.
Their whole reason for existing is to make everything warm and bad, which is not cool and good.
We'll need to hold Bin off and find the octahedrons before the vegetal. We need a few people so we can organize a team to assemble the 4 octahedrons. The power of the Triacontadragon can only be achieved through combining the 4 octahedrons. And it could help us wipe out Bin and the vegetal at the same time if harnessed.
Which octahedron are we supposed to be acquiring? The octahedron of power. Follow my lead.
Hello fellow mortal. What do you request to receive from my very being?
A single BTS cylinder.
Please confer us of your spindles. Enjoy your drink during the apocalypse, good sir.
Now all you need to do is drink the BTS. But in order for us to get the octahedron, I guess you will be iced. We will thaw you out as soon as possible. And disrupted by the lack of icicle cuboids.
In some carbon-based life form just said icicle. Get iced dummy, retweet for free Ivan. You may now access the octahedron.
It seems to have very much. Where star and star you.
We've always been described as something comprehensible. But can you really comprehend us? Can you really comprehend something that you've never truly seen? Possibly, but who knows? Hello, Nemo. Since you are the first to reach our plane of existence, you will receive the answer to any question you may ask.
What have you been doing all this time? The multiverse is ending.
Matters such as this are not ones that we should or can intervene with in any way whatsoever.
Alright, but what about Bean? Why did he commit such actions?
The one who you know as Bean originally had good intentions. He wanted to save everyone from the end of the multiverse, such as your friend Omi Godzilla. But he was driven to madness through fear and panic of the multiverse ending, especially when it spoke back to him. Although he still appeared normal to those surrounding him, he became a shell of what he once was. And eventually, when he gained the resources, he cleansed his universe of all life, except for himself. The old Bean was taken by the new one, and permanently killed, never to be seen again.
Could you potentially direct me to where the octahedron of transcendence was located?
All you need to do to see where the octahedron is located is to open your eyes.
I see. It is also clearer now. I have one last question though. You mentioned something talking to Bean. What was it? Why won't you respond? Wait, Bean wanted to get Godzilla's power to get past extensions. This had something to do with them, didn't it?
I'm sorry, Mean Man, but I'm afraid I can't answer that question.
No wait, you don't need to do this. I have so many more questions to ask. Bean is in possession of the octahedron of transcendence.
What?
Holy crap!
Are you certain?
I temporarily ascended to a new realm of existence, where a creature made of light, resembling a small human being, showed me Bean's motivation and the location of the octahedron of transcendence, refusing to intervene directly.
The clockwork elves exist? Cry more. This is very worrying.
Be not afraid, Lithius. There is still no way that the legend of the Liberator is legitimate.
We need your assistance. You can significantly help us retrieve the octahedron of transcendence from the mothership while we distract Bean. I can only teleport so many life forms at a time in a weakened state, so you will take things from here.
Yo Corey Vlogs HD, more like Corey Vlogs P. Your channel is more tedious than all of your quality. You better go away, since me and the gamer bros were first. I bet your mother had a heart attack as soon as she saw your bird.
You aren't going anywhere.
Look, the triacotahedron is working.
Wait, so it's all over then? We stopped Bean and we've saved everything?
The Lord of the Extensions? We merely thought that he was a myth, a fictitious religious symbol.
The oldest name that living creatures knew it by was Zemox the Liberator. Extensions named themselves extensions in their own ancient language, as they saw themselves as extensions of the Savior, who would do his bidding.
Because of our studies and experiments, we really found that the idea that the researchers, the God-Word elves, were arrogant, legitimated system was created through the rest of here. We were wrong.
We will hold him off, just go.
longer.
I only have one last wish for the survivors who shall gaze upon the conception of new and birthing stars in the next multiverse. All I want is for me, man, to play Undertale. That is my last request. Our time has come.